Hi guys, I'm Rob and welcome back to Rob's Model Cars. Now today I've got a brand new product review for you guys and an unboxing, and it is the brand new kit from Alpha Models, the Bugatti Chiron Sport. Now I've actually built quite a few of the Alpha Model kits, not this one, but I've built the 1/18 scale Hurricane Performante, and I've also built the Liberty Walk Hurricane Spider. Both fantastic kits, loaded with lots of details, and those of you that love model building would be very impressed with those kits. Alpha Model kindly sent me this one to review and to build. I'm not the biggest Bugatti fan, to be honest, but this should be a fun kit to build. Now, obviously Auto Art has released the Bugatti Chiron in an opening composite model, but that's just the standard Bugatti Chiron 2017 model. This is actually the Chiron Sport, so I've already opened this and had a bit of a look. Amazing amount of detail in this resin kit. It is a sealed resin kit when it's finished. There are no opening parts, but this gives you the options to tailor build this to whatever specs you want, paint it whatever color you want, because it's quite limited what's available. And other than the Auto Art models, if you want a Chiron Sport, that would mean an MR resin model, which is way more, twice or 2.5 times of what this model kit sells for. Now, they've done a special price for you guys, for the viewers of Rob's Model Cars. Now the price of these model kits are US $180, but they are going to ship them free to anywhere in the world if you order them through me. So if you want to order any of the Alpha Model kits, you can do that through me. I'll put a link, all the links in the description on how to order the kits through me and make payments. You can make payments through PayPal. And these will be dispatched straight out of China to wherever you live. So $180 US, including free shipping. Now, as I said, check the description below. All the details are there on how to order. You just email your order through to me, and then I will pass that directly on to Alpha Model. But for now, I think we'll go to the hobby bench and we'll do an unboxing, and we'll go through all the parts that come with this kit and check it out. So I hope you enjoy this unboxing. Okay, so let's have a look at this kit. So it just comes in this plain black cardboard box, and you do have the label on the end, actually on both ends. Of what is inside the kit. So if we open it up, everything is always packed very well with these kits. You do have all the instructions. We'll get the body out, that's wrapped up individually, and we have all the other parts in the box. So we'll go through the body first. So as I say, everything is wrapped up very well, and the body is in this first package. The floor panels and the back floor diffuser and the interior are all in the body. Now if you have a look at the body, it is a really well cast moulding. All the details and the vent openings are there for all the other little smaller parts to go onto. Nice crisp little detail lines for the colour separation of the body, and also the back as well. You've got grills to go over all of these, but all the details are there, including that big third brake light as well. Nice details with the spine and all the body lines, and the inside is quite well moulded as too. So you can see all the roof panels here and part of the centre fin. It is a very solid piece of resin. There's a fair bit of weight to it. So there's no warping or anything like that of the body. This is a really high quality cast resin body. Now the interior tub, also a lot of detail. Obviously all the other parts have to fit into this, but this is really well moulded too. You have one front section of the floor which has some louvers moulded in it. That's pretty cool, and the back section of the floor which also incorporates the rear diffuser as well. Now the fit and finish of these kits is excellent. As you can see, when the interior fits back into the body, how tight all the gaps are. It's a very tight fitting kit. The floor section will screw back in once the model is painted and assembling, and the rear section also fits into place, as you can see there. So really impressed by the quality of this body molding. It's really very good. Now we'll go, you do get 6 pages of instructions. So the first page basically has all your parts layout, what's in the kit. There's not a massive amount of parts with this kit, but it will still provide you with a very detailed model kit. So good idea to go through all your bags and just check off that you have all the parts. These are your photo etched metal parts that you get. Some instructions for the water slide metal decals for the kit, and you've also got the 2 sheets of included decals here. These are just the check sheet, and your windows as well. Now the second page, I will go from the other side. The second sheet here is an assembly diagram, so it basically shows all the parts are numbered, so it shows the order of how they all go together, and it also has details of where the photo etch parts, which is PE for photo etched and D for decals. So basically shows you where all the parts go, photo etch pedal set. So it's really quite easy to follow all of these stages. This is another drawing which will show the engine assembly, your headlights, front grille, windows. So it is pretty self-explanatory. The average model builder would be able to build one of these kits, no problem. This drawing shows the assembly of the wheel hubs, brake rotors, calipers, wheels and tyres. So that's pretty straightforward. This shows the details with the exterior of the model, so just your vents and grills, which are out of photo etched metal, your windscreen wipers, grills on the rear of the car also. So everything, these are their actual CAD drawings of how they build these model kits, and then you've got a final drawing here which is your sub-assemblies. So your interior, once that's together, your engine component can go in, interior can go in, and then your floor panels can screw on, and your last couple of little bits of details here. So really quite impressive, 6 pages of instructions, and let's go through all the bags of parts. So we've got 7 bags in total, I think. We've got a loose dashboard as well, another little bag and another bag. We've also got some windows, decals and metal etch parts. We'll go through that in a minute. These are your clear parts, so they are the headlights and the tail light assemblies, and a third brake light. These are molded in really clear resin, so they look fantastic and will add a lot of realism to the model. Of course, you've got a little bag of screws. Now these are for screwing the floor panels onto the model. We'll just have a look at the dashboard again. So a lot of detail is molded into this, including part of the center console. Obviously this has to have all the other parts attached to it, but it's really well molded, and lots of little details in there as well. The wings, you do have 2 options for the wings, so you can build the model with the wing closed or with the wing open. So that's a little versatility with this kit, that you can build it with or without the wing up, which is nice. I like that option. Let's have a look at the wheels and tyres. So Alpha model always do a really good job with the wheels and tyres. The tyres are mounted on the wheels, but these are removable for when you paint the wheels, and they are molded really well. So there's a lot of detail in the spokes. The lug nuts are molded in there, and the tyres are really good too. So real nice crisp tread pattern in these tyres. The fronts are slightly smaller and a bigger wheel on the back, as per the Chiron, and the back wheels are a lot wider than the front wheels. So fantastic job on the wheels there from Alpha Model. Let's have a look at this bag here. So this looks like it has the engine assembly and some door trims. So that is the engine cover, which will fit up underneath the body. A lot of little detail in there. That looks fantastic. So once that's painted up, that will look actually really good. We've actually got the door trims as well for the interior of the car. Now, one thing I really like about Alpha models is that they mold these in separate pieces. So this is the inner door trim part, which will fit in like so. Now, if you want to paint a two-tone or a two-color interior, this makes it really simple to do that, because you can paint these in their separate colors and then just glue that piece in. That is really one of the fantastic things I love about Alpha models. They could have just molded this in one piece, but that makes it a lot harder for us kit builders to paint two colors. So this makes it extremely easy to paint two colors, and I really like that. Now, you may notice these little tabs on the side of nearly every single part. That is so you can paint the pieces. So I just use a little bulldog clip and actually clip it onto that little tab, and then once you've painted that part, you can just cut these little tabs off. So Alpha Model, they've thought of everything. Now, that's part of the center console, I think. So again, nice little detail on the top and the little trim lines as well. And this piece, I'd say that's part of the chassis. I'm not quite sure yet until I start building the kit. Now, we'll go into the next bag, which I see has seats in it. And again, these have been manufactured in the same way as the door trims. So the seats are actually molded in two parts. So you have the back of the seat, which would be really cool to apply some carbon fiber decal to that. And then you have the inner part of the seat, which will fit in there. So again, if you want to paint a two-tone interior, very easy to paint the insert and the back two different colors, and then you can just glue them back together. So that, again, I absolutely love that as a kit builder. It's far less masking and makes the painting much, much easier. They've done exactly the same thing with the seat bases. So the base of the seat is in one piece, and the insert or colored insert is a separate piece. So you can paint that and insert that as well. So I really love that feature with Alpha model kits, giving you that versatility in the area of painting. Another bag we've got here actually has all the brake pieces and the hubs. So these are just basically the hub pieces. This joins the wheels and the brakes to the chassis. You got your back ones and your front ones. Some fantastic big molded calipers. Look at the detail in those. Huge calipers on the Chiron Sport. We've got some rear brake calipers as well. One's fallen off its sprue, but that's pretty easy to paint. And we've got some little parking brake calipers too for the rear discs. And we've also got the backing plates for the brake rotors. So that's most of the bags, and then we've got the one bag with all these tiny little detail parts. Now, one thing I noticed with Alpha models is that they really can cast some really tiny little parts with amazing detail. So what I'm talking about first is this steering wheel. So let me try and hold this. Have a look at this steering wheel with the little open spokes, the little start buttons, the gear shift paddles. Great amount of detail in there. Really impressed with that little steering wheel. Of course, we've got the instrument cluster there with the gauges. Now that'll have some photo etch parts and some decals in there, but that looks really good too. We've got a steering column, rear part of the engine, I believe. And check out these little vents with the little cutouts in them. Great little detailed parts with these kits to make it super realistic. That's part of the center console as well. You can see all the little switch buttons on that. Fantastic detail again. And all the other little parts as well. So we've got little trims I think they're door handle trims maybe. The horseshoe shape for the center grille. Some door handle pieces. More little handle pulls here. And we've got all the other little bits and pieces as well. So I think they're the top and bottoms of the side mirrors on the exterior of the car. So again, if you want to paint the mirrors in different colors, top and bottom, you can do that. That's the versatility of these kits. We've got some exhaust outlets here and some more little outlets. Not quite sure what those ones are for. I think these look like armrests for the interior. We've got some little wing support legs for if you want to build the model with the wing up. So they're the legs for that. Center of the steering wheel, rear vision mirror. We've got some little seat belt buckles and a couple of other little things there, I'm not sure. And I'm not sure what that little piece is either, but I'll find out when I start to build the kit. So great amount of detail in this kit. As you can see, all these little parts exceptionally molded very well. Tons of detail in them, really impressive. Now this bag contains all the photo etch parts, the decals and the windows. So the windows they provide really clear plastic. This actually has a protective coating both sides, so you can be assured that the windows are super clear. So that's the windows for the model. You do get some little chrome metal decals, so these are for your side mirrors, rear vision mirror, and your EB logos for the rest of the body. These are just like a decal, so you put them in water and they will slide off, so they're a nice little touch. And have a look at this stunning little Bugatti emblem. This is chrome metal on the side with the red Bugatti on the inside. Again, this is a metal water slide decal. Just incredible the amount of detail in that little emblem, so that's fantastic. You get 2 sheets of decals, so here's one sheet here. This actually has the red stoplights for the body to apply. It gives you a variation of different number plates. And also all these other little logos. You've got your instrumentation for your dashboard, and again all these different colors: black, yellow, red, white and blue. So this really gives you a lot of options to paint this model whatever color you want, and use the appropriate decals. You get a second little decal sheet which again has all the little Bugatti logos and the Chiron logos. Assume these for brake calipers, I guess, and again in those 5 colors, so you can build the model whatever color you want, and you've got decals to suit that. The rest of the parts are photo etched metal, so we've got some exterior metal trims. They go on after the windows go on. We've got a windscreen trim, looks like some windscreen wiper blades here as well. And these 2 items here with 16 and 42, they are actually airbrush templates. So if you want to airbrush the number 16 or the number 42 onto the front grille of the model, these are actually a provided airbrush template. So you can put that in front of the mesh and airbrush those numbers on there. So they give you everything with this kit to build a fantastic replica of the Bugatti Chiron Sport. This is another photo etch piece, so you've got all your photo etched metal brake discs, center of the metal brake discs, horseshoe trim here, and some grills and some wiper arms here for the windscreen wipers. So great detail in these kits and lots of parts. This part actually has all your grills, so you have your center grill here, rear grills, front bumper grills, and some air intake grills here also. Now note the little pattern of the Bugatti mesh, so not just a generic mesh, but the actual right mesh shape for the Bugatti. So attention to detail in this kit is really good, and that's what you're paying for. Sure, they're not a cheap kit, but you are getting attention to detail with all these parts. Now this is another part here. You just got some metal plates for the number plates if you choose. And if you want to mount your model after you've completed it on a base, they give you this really nice presentation plate here with the Ettore Bugatti logo, 1/18 scale Bugatti Chiron, hand built. You can put your name there, and it's got the Alpha model logo there. So that's something I will be using. Once I build my model, I will mount it on a base, and I will use their supplied nameplate. I think that looks fantastic. And the last little piece of photo etch we have is the seatbelt buckles and latches. So you can put your seatbelts into the model, and you've got all your little latches and buckles there as well. So that's basically the kit. As I said, there's not a huge, there's not hundreds of parts in this model, but the parts that they do give you will give you a really high quality model. As I say, the casting of the body is just beautiful. So once we start putting all of these parts onto this model, it really is going to be a fantastic looking model. So yeah, really looking forward to building this one. I will probably do a build video of this model. Once everything's painted, I will probably do a time-lapse video of me assembling this model so that you can see how it goes together. As I say, the instructions are provided with this model, and it is pretty easy for the average model builder to follow these instructions and put the model together as you see. So that's going to wrap up today's video and today's video review unboxing of this brand new Alpha Models Bugatti Chiron Sport. It's going to be a fun build. So again, if you want to buy one of these kits, all the instructions are in the video description below on how you can order one of these kits from me. US $180 and free shipping for those who want to buy it through Rob's Model Cars. So that's going to wrap up today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next video, and thanks for supporting Rob's Model Cars.